I am at George Square, right in the heart of the Fringe, but it's nothing to do with the Fringe that I've come to see today. I've actually come to see this lamppost. Now, this is known as a Bailie light. So in Scotland, a Bailie is equivalent to a local councillor, if you like. So what would happen is, when they got appointed into their role, they would have two of these lights placed outside their house. So you know where they are. In case of a councillor emergency or Bailie emergency, you could go and knock on their door and they would come to assist you. That wasn't the only houses that these were placed outside. They were also placed outside the houses of the Lord Provost, who's kind of like a Lord Mayor in Scotland. But again, they would have two put outside their house. So there's a reason why they have two, and I'll go into that now. I'm just going to have a seat on that bench. So they would have two placed outside their house. So one would be removed after they left office, and the other one would remain in place until they died. And after that would be also removed. So a lot of them have ended up here in George Square. There are some still dotted around town in various places if you can find them. I did go and look for one in situ and then found it had been removed a couple of years too late. But so that's the story of the Bailie light. Right, there's one more thing to show you while I'm in this area regarding a rhino and a fire. Right, let's go and do that. Okay, this book sculpture is also part of our story, but just up here, if you guys can see it already, there's a rhino. That is where we're heading. There he is. So this is the site of a former bookshop. We'll deal with the rhino first. It wasn't this one, but they had a rhino head on display at the front of the shop. So that is the significance of that. It's a little quick history lesson before we get to the main part of the story. So in 1928, Lady Chatterley's Lover, the book, was banned in the UK. That was until 1960, when Penguin Books won a court case to publish it in paperback form. Okay, so this is where the story begins, really. They were selling the book in this bookshop when, in the winter of 1960, an elderly woman came in and she bought a copy. Now, I've read that she left saying she would collect it later, which raised a bit of suspicion on the bookshop owner. So he had a friend sort of ready and waiting for when she returned, and it is a good job that he did. So the woman returned later with a set of fire tongs, of all things. Now, she picked up the book with the tongs. She refused to touch it, and then she brought it outside, and then there she set fire to it in a protest. Right, apologies for the jump in the video just then. I thought I just saw Craig Charles walking past me from Red Dwarf. It wasn't him. Thankfully, I didn't say anything. Right, where was I? Yes, so she brought the book outside and set fire to it, round about here. Of course, they were a bit sus of what she was up to, so they photographed it. And the kicker, they used that photograph to publicise more sales. So her plan backfired, really. So I'll put a photo up as well of the incident. That's the story. That's the story of the rhino head up there near George Square. So there you go. A lamppost and a protest that went wrong. Okay, bye.